Burger?
Yeah, that is true.
Is that a common meeting place for Hollywood kids to meet?
I don't know. I guess.
When Caitriona Balfe spoke with Highland Secrets Weekly, what was intended to be a routine conversation about the final season of Outlander unexpectedly turned into a storm of fascination and debate across the fandom. Known for her composed, thoughtful nature, Caitriona surprised everyone by offering a candid glimpse behind the curtain into the magnetic charm of her co-star, Sam Heughan, the man millions know as Jamie Fraser. She didn't speak with malice or resentment. Rather, her tone carried the weary amusement of someone who has long known the power of another's effortless charisma. Sam is not just a good actor, she began, her smile half playful and half knowing. He's a flirt, the kind of man who could make even the coldest heart melt if he looked at you long enough. What followed was a cascade of anecdotes that blurred the line between professional admiration and personal bewilderment, painting a portrait of a man whose warmth and attentiveness could disarm anyone within minutes. Caitriona recalled a moment in Prague during the filming of Season 5. A simple lunch break, a waitress who didn't recognize Sam, and a conversation that lasted no longer than 15 minutes. By the end of it, the young woman had arranged to switch shifts just to serve the Outlander crew every day. He only said 3 sentences to her? Caitriona laughed, shaking her head at the memory. One to ask her name, one to compliment her eyes, and one to thank her in Czech. He learned the phrase in 10 minutes just to impress her. She added, almost fondly, that the waitress had sighed and smiled, as though fully aware of what was happening but unable to resist. That's Sam, Caitriona concluded. He can seduce his own shadow if he wants to. What made her comments particularly intriguing wasn't the accusation itself, but the nuance behind them. She was clear that Sam never crossed any boundaries. He's always polite, professional. But the danger, she said, lies in the illusion he creates. He makes you feel like you're the only person in the world, until you see him talking to someone else in exactly the same way. For a brief moment, she admitted, she herself wondered if she was reading too much into his gestures, his kindness, his constant attention. Was he into me? Or was I just another person caught up in his orbit? She mused, laughing at the absurdity of it. The answer, she later realized, was simple. Sam isn't special because he makes one person feel seen. He's special because he makes everyone feel that way. It was an observation that resonated far beyond the set, into the realm of human psychology. Charisma, after all, is not about manipulation but presence, a rare ability to make people feel valued, even for a fleeting moment. And Sam, by Caitriona's account, possessed that quality in abundance. When the fictional interview reached the public, fans were left stunned, torn between admiration and disbelief. Social media exploded with reactions, some humorous, others defensive. Jamie Fraser is the most loyal man alive. One fan wrote, "I can't believe Sam could be any different." Another responded, "Who's surprised? A man that handsome is bound to know the effect he has on people." Yet beneath the noise, there was a certain affection in the chaos, a recognition that even if Sam was a flirt, he did it with grace, humor, and respect. Caitriona herself made sure to clarify her feelings. "I don't hate him. I just said what everyone thinks but doesn't dare to say." When asked whether working opposite such a charming man for a decade ever blurred the line between fiction and reality, her answer was both honest and grounded. "I used to fear I'd confuse Claire's love for Jamie with my own feelings for Sam," she admitted. "But I've always had self-control, and a director who reminded me daily that Claire loves Jamie, not Caitriona loves Sam. That distinction," she explained, "was what kept their partnership strong, both on and off screen." A few days later, Sam offered a lighthearted response on Instagram, posting a smiling photo of himself beside Caitriona with the caption, "It's not my fault. I just like talking to people. Maybe I should be less friendly." His self-deprecating humor, paired with a shrug emoji, sent fans into a frenzy once again. Comments poured in by the thousands. "Don't change, Sam. We love you just the way you are. Flirt or not, you'll always be my Jamie. Can I be the next stranger you talk to?" The exchange captured exactly what Caitriona had described. Sam's uncanny ability to draw warmth and affection even in the midst of controversy. Far from damaging his reputation, her remarks seem to reinforce it, revealing the duality that often exists in actors who embody romantic heroes. They must channel passion so convincingly on screen that the world inevitably wonders how much of it is real. What made this imagined exchange between co-stars so compelling was not the suggestion of scandal, but the underlying humanity it exposed. It reminded fans that behind the legendary chemistry of Claire and Jamie were two professionals navigating the complexities of performance, perception, and the inevitable blurring of lines that comes from playing soulmates for a decade. Caitriona's comments, whether teasing or truthful, spoke to the magnetic paradox of Sam's personality. A man whose friendliness could be mistaken for flirtation, whose confidence never slipped into arrogance, and whose natural charm remained both his greatest gift and his quietest curse. For actors, such charisma can be a double-edged sword. It opens hearts but also invites projection. Audiences fall not just for the characters they portray, but for the illusion of connection those characters create. Sam, in that sense, became both a symbol of devotion and an embodiment of desire. The impossible ideal of the romantic hero who listens, looks deeply, and makes every woman believe she's the only one who matters. Yet, for all the whispers and speculation, what endures between Sam and Caitriona is respect. A professional bond that survived years of emotional storytelling, intense filming, and public fascination. Their friendship, layered with humor and mutual understanding, has been one of the pillars of Outlander's success. Caitriona's playful candor and Sam's easy grace reflect not tension, but the kind of unspoken trust that allows two people to perform love convincingly without losing themselves to it. "He's my best friend," she reaffirmed at the close of the interview. "We've shared laughter, exhaustion, frustration, even silence. That's what 10 years on set does to you. You stop pretending and just are." In that single sentence lay the truth behind all the rumors. Not scandal, but authenticity. If anything, the imagined revelation about Sam Heughan's flirtatiousness only deepened the myth surrounding him, not as a heartbreaker, but as someone who understands connection on a rare, instinctive level. To make people feel seen, to lift their spirits with a glance or a few kind words, is not manipulation. It's empathy in motion. And perhaps that is why, long after the cameras stop rolling and the costumes are folded away, both Sam and Caitriona continue to command such affection. They remind audiences that even in the glittering world of television, where illusion often replaces intimacy, genuine warmth still shines through. As one fan aptly commented beneath Sam's post, "Flirting or not, you make us believe in love, and that's what matters." In the end, Caitriona's storm wasn't a scandal at all but a revelation. Not about deceit, but about humanity. Her confession peeled back the golden mask of celebrity to reveal something far more relatable. The timeless dance between charm and sincerity, between admiration and self-control. Sam Heughan, the man behind Jamie Fraser, may never live entirely free of the roles he plays, but in the eyes of those who know him, and those who merely dream through his performances, he remains what he has always been. A master of connection, a gentleman of
making sure that I was at least okay at, speaking in an English accent.
It was an admission laced with admiration, teasing, and a quiet surrender to fate. The kind of statement that only deepens a mystery rather than resolves it. Sam Heughan, the man who seems to exist somewhere between the modern world and the wild romanticism of the old Highland, hardly needs to try to seduce anyone. He merely has to exist, to breathe, to look. His charm is not deliberate. It's instinctive, like gravity pulling people toward him whether they wish it or not. Yet, the drama surrounding his name hasn't settled. What began as light-hearted teasing from his co-star, Caitriona Balfe, has spiraled into a storm that neither of them appears able to escape. When Caitriona half-jokingly revealed in an interview that Sam is a natural flirt who could captivate anyone he meets, fans of Outlander initially laughed it off as playful banter between close friends. But the tone shifted when a young makeup assistant, choosing to remain anonymous, spoke out, describing how she too had been drawn into Sam's orbit. "He made me feel like I was the only one who mattered. she confessed, her voice trembling as she recounted how his eyes lingered just long enough to feel meaningful, how his messages came without reason but carried the illusion of intention. It wasn't until she saw him send the same affectionate words to another woman on set that the illusion shattered. "I wasn't angry," she admitted. "I just realized he's the kind of man you want to believe." Her words ignited a fierce debate online. Was Sam simply a man with an open heart? Or was his warmth a subtle form of manipulation? Some fans defended him, claiming that being kind and attentive does not make one deceitful. Others accused him of emotional carelessness, of scattering affection too freely. Amid the noise, factions began to form. Team Sam versus Team Caitriona, as if their on-screen love story had spilled into reality, reenacting the tension between trust and temptation. An insider from the Outlander set described a private exchange between the two actors shortly after the controversy erupted. Sam had reportedly asked to speak with Caitriona alone in the dressing room. What began as soft laughter ended in a taut silence. "I didn't say anything untrue," Caitriona was heard saying sharply.